everyone, it is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today we are going to make ham pot pie, and it's actually going to be made in a pie pan. So what you're going to need for this recipe is 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1 small onion, about 1 cup chopped, 3 medium carrots peeled and small dice, 3 ribs of celery chopped, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 cup flour, 2 heaping cups of ham chopped into small cubes, 1 1/4 cups whole milk, 1 cup chicken or vegetable broth, 1 cup frozen peas, do not thaw, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup of fresh herbs using sage, thyme, rosemary, parsley, and 1 large egg beaten for egg wash. That's all you're going to need. Now, there is a recipe that I have that I will be sharing for the pie crust if you want to use that. Or if you want to use store-bought pie crust, that's fine too. So let's go ahead and heat our skillets to medium heat. And what you're going to do first is melt the butter, or 4 tablespoons of butter. My kids are soon coming over. They wanted to do something today. So I was planning on recording this Dee's Delights so they can just have the pot pie. I'm going to throw in some baked potatoes. We'll have some salad. I made pineapple pie earlier today, so we shall have a feast, and I'll get their opinions here on the ham pot pie. So once you melt that, we're going to add the onions, carrots, celery, and garlic. And I do not have any minced garlic, so I'm going to use about a teaspoon of dried. Once this starts cooking, I'm going to go ahead and roll out my pie dough. I always think homemade pie dough is better than store-bought, but of course store-bought is definitely more convenient, especially if you're in a hurry. You can always make your pie dough the day ahead of time. You just have to take it out a little while in advance so it's not so hard to work with. So that was our 1 small onion, our 3 medium carrots. I only am using 2 ribs of celery. You can use 3. Get my 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, or you can use some cloves minced. You're going to want to let that saute for about 8 minutes. Next, we're going to add our flour, which is 1/4 cup, and we want to coat all of the vegetables. So just mix that in. Then we're going to go ahead and add our heaping 2 cups of chopped cooked ham. Then let's go ahead and add the 1 cup of chicken broth. And I'm going to go ahead at this time and put my bouillon in there, my Better Than bouillon. Mix that around, and then I'm going to put the milk in there. And that is 1 1/4 cups of milk. And we're going to simmer that for about 5 minutes. Go ahead and add your peas. And your seasonings. I'm going to be using dried sage, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in there, and a little bit of rosemary. I think it said thyme also. A little salt and pepper. Stir that up. And I'm going to turn the heat off. And don't forget the apple cider vinegar. Add that. I believe that was 1 tablespoon if I'm not mistaken. And we'll just let it cool slightly before we pour it in the pie crust. Let's go ahead and pour it into the pie crust. Now I have a 10-inch pie pan here, and I think you're going to need that. Okay, we'll put this on top. Get rid of our excess. There's one good thing about pie dough. can fix up your boo-boos and nobody will be the wiser. Then go ahead and pinch your edges together. Cut some slits in the top. Put a little egg wash on. And I think I will use my handy dandy Amazon crust shields. There's Jack. Yara's coming over in a few minutes, or is she outside?
You might be outside too.
Next, bake it at 375 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. I put my pie crust shield on. I'll probably let that on for the first 20 minutes and then take it off for the last 20. Now I'm just going to let this cool for about 15 minutes before we dig in. And the whole family will give their opinion and rate this delicious ham pot pie. What we're going to do is we are going to all talk to the camera here. And we're going to see what we think of the pot pie. That's the only thing you're test tasting. So I'm going to get everybody's opinion.
Stuff down.
Yes, Kimberly, you cannot eat your salad
Yeah,
first.
we have to.
Must test the pot pie. It's stressful, I know. But it's hot.
That's right.
Hat.
Hot. Blow on it.
It's good.
Don't
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You think so?
Yep.
All right.
Really good.
Okay, I'm going to try it here. I'll give you my honest opinion.
Okay.
Jack,
Pea.
it's peas. What?
Actually, try it.
Try it.
Yeah,
Just
come on.
Don't.
try it.
Just peas.
You won't even taste them.
Nobody wants peas.
They're good though.
That's just peas.
Okay,
They're
Douglas.
really good,
Your
Yara.
turn. Here, I'll give you part with the bread.
Very good.
Very good?
Very good.
Very good? Okay, I'll give you my...
10
It's a keeper.
It's a keeper?
Thanks, Mama.
Great.
You had to be good while we were over there.
Abby's gonna get you a little piece.
Oh, she don't want it.
You want some, Jack? You want some? A little bit?
All right, I'm going to try this, then I'm going to make the kids French fries because they're not a fan of ham pot pie. Which is understandable.
What?
I have 2 potatoes in there. Do you want any
No,
potatoes?
What?
You want some potato? Come out here for a minute.
Oh, that's a good taste.
You want me to cut?
I put a little bit of ham, that better than bouillon, in there too,
Yeah.
because it didn't ask for any of that. And I thought, how's it going to have ham flavor with just little teeny
Yeah,
chunks?
that's good.
I didn't say I wanted peas.
Hey, no, just
Don't
you don't
act
need
like
to eat
that.
the peas. Come on now. So thanks for joining us here once again on Dee's Delights. We had a fabulous, fabulous time
Mommy, I'm
eating
peas.
ham pot pie. Right, kids?
Delicious.
Yes.
Mommy.